The oven's preheated. I'm Mario. That's my Croatian co-host, Franco, a.k.a. Papa Fazul. Papa. We're the Oven Podcast. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and whether you're using Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or another audio platform, hit that follow button. And please leave a 5-star review. And like I usually say, spank that subscribe button on YouTube.
Do it.
Do it, Daddy.
Don't forget, we teamed up with Underdog Fantasy. We have a promo code OVEN. We're going to give you 50% cash back on your deposit, maximum $500. That's a free $250 in the bag for you if you do it the right way. It's free money.
Money in the bag.
And W Energy. Same code OVEN, get you 10% off your first order. I think every order, actually, correct?
Every order.
Every order moving forward. 10% off W Energy drinks. They're the clean energy. We love them. You're going to love them. Where are we at tonight? We're at the Whale's Tail in Northport. We have the stars and the co-hosts of Behind the Blowhole, Sosh and Ashley. I've been waiting for this one for a long time. We're going to have some fun tonight.
Keep it cooking in the oven. The oven. The oven. Yep. The oven. The oven. The oven. Yep. The oven. The oven smells good. The oven.
The oven.
Yep.
Ash, Sosh, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, man.
This is
I miss
awesome.
you guys.
At the Whale's. I know it's been a
No,
while.
Are you going, or you just
Long time.
fucking holding a microphone and saying,
No, we're
"Hi"?
going.
We're going.
We're going.
cool.
Wait,
We're
you
going.
ready? We only have so much time because your wife said you got to be home in 20 minutes or something
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
I thought she was going to be here supervising me, but she let me have the night to myself.
And shout out to my Aunt Linda.
And Linda.
Yes, we love Linda.
We filmed, and then I get a random picture from Aunt Linda with
Yeah.
you in it. I'm like, wait a second, you guys spend holidays together?
What?
Yeah, we were connected.
Okay, this man's been connected to every single person like that we've had a podcast with.
There's people at the door.
Sorry.
It's always perfect timing.
Perfect. No, literally.
And Linda's great.
You've known every person. I made a joke about that last week. I'm like, how do you know everyone's grandmother's, father's, uncles? Like, literally every single
His
person.
grandmother's father's uncle.
Jonathan.
Yeah, you know him.
Jonathan's.
It's a fucking island.
I couldn't believe it. He was like, yeah, I know that. I'm like, what the? Yeah, so now you people know each other, your families?
What do you mean, you people? Yeah, no, we know each other.
Okay, great. Wow.
2020.
Sounds racist.
No.
But man,
No.
speaking of, he knows everybody. How the heck did you guys end up with Big Ed on the show?
Me.
That was all her.
How did that? Take us through that.
Okay, so I emailed him and I was like, oh, whatever. I emailed a bunch of people that, I would watch on TV. So I was like, Big Ed, fuck yeah. So then no one answered me, but Big Ed called him and he's like, call me back or whatever. So I didn't know what was going on. And he's like, Big Ed just called me and left a voicemail. Like I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, and he's like the one I actually because I really watched that show, wanted to meet. So,
I barely watched it, but I know everyone felt for him. He had it rough.
oh, yeah. Definitely. And everyone, they hated on him, though. It sucked.
You got to go to the
Little bit,
Philippines and take a bath with like a bucket.
And that was real, too. TLC.
He chose to do that.
Yeah, that was real. So
I gotta tell
TLC
you-
was like, I'm going to follow you down.
He's a fucking nice
You're
guy.
going to shower
I
with
like the
your
guy.
father.
During the clips that I watched of you guys, he really got a sort of different side of him.
So he had so much fun when he came out. Because he came out, we set up time to do the podcast, and then we did a fundraiser for him for a charity that he runs.
I thought it was for a new neck or something.
Right? No. But so he goes home, and he called up. He's like, I just booked a ticket to come back there in a month. Can I stay at your house? I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the guy's down, I got a million kids, so we had nowhere to put him. So I put him downstairs in the basement with fucking bunny
Fucking
rabbits
hated
and
it.
hamsters and Big Ed and like all these living
Said it
creatures.
smelled.
Yes, I swear to God. Now,
He said it
He
smelled.
said it smelled to me. When
course it
I'm
fucking
having a
smelled.
moment, he goes,
Right.
oh, I'm fucking
Down.
smelling hamsters and guinea pigs and shit and
Right.
rabbit shit. And I was like, I'm sorry, Big Ed. My
I wish I was
bad,
a fly on the wall to see that.
but I can't really tell you why, but my wife threw him out of the house.
And then I had
A
to
day
pick him
early.
up and bring him to the chalet motor inn, and they thought probably I was trying to grip him because the people up front, he's like, and you're staying too? I'm like, no.
The chalet
I'm
motor inn.
not staying here
Yeah.
with Big Ed. I'm dropping this motherfucker off. And you're taking him. I'm like, no, I'm his publicist. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I know where me and Ash are going after this.
I've gotten pictures of you walking
Oh.
into the hotel with Big Ed and sold it for like 50
You were just
grand.
Yeah, like
Oh,
we were just,
oh.
dude, that's a good idea. Like the in and out pictures, like her coming out,
Yeah.
that's the air a
Well,
little
I'll be
bit.
honest with you.
We'll
Like
get it back.
a week and a half ago, I'm on Instagram, and then I see something pop up saying I'm his new girlfriend, evidently. So on a 90-day fiance, whatever, Instagram page. So I emailed TMZ all these motherfucking pictures of me and Big Ed, and was like, yeah, oh, they dating these two people. Just because.
Would you date him?
No.
No, not your
He's
type.
just my BFF.
I got you.
Love you.
We love the fucking guy's awesome.
Fucking
man.
guy's
Dude,
great.
It's good dude.
No, he
I like him.
ended up being like a really close friend of ours now.
That's awesome.
No, I noticed that. I was loving that.
That's what you love to
Next
see.
time he comes, we'll go.
He was going to come to my house for Thanksgiving, but I mean,
Yeah, you guys invited us over, and then you said never mind. I was like, yeah, I was getting excited to
I
film
was
with Big Ed.
confused what these people were doing. Oh, we're awake, we're sleeping, oh, we're tired, we're going home. I'm like,
Well,
I couldn't keep up with
Sosh
these
was a
people.
little busy. We can't say it on camera, but he was busy.
Yeah. Busy pissing me off. Yeah. I mean, the first time Big Ed came, I was like the chauffeur. Fucking, I was here all weekend, literally all weekend, motherfucking bringing this guy everywhere.
Mario, spell chauffeur.
Chauffeur. CHAUFF. No, it's CHAFFEUR.
A
SHOWFUR.
show.
What? That's wrong.
That's
no way.
That's like how my,
Hold on.
that's like how my father spells.
CHAUFFEUR.
AUFF.
No.
Chataf.
All right, we're gonna look it up right now. Chauffeur.
I'm bad at
Hold on.
answer. I thought I knew.
Honestly,
CHAFFEUR.
I was having a stroke there for a second. I thought porn was gonna pop up on the browser. I did. I relapsed last week.
Oh my.
No, it's not Lent.
It's so I was right. CHAUFFEUR. Chauffeur.
I would have. No, you said SHOW.
No, the SH.
Yeah, show me your fur. Hey, Andrew.
The
show me
SH
your
was
fur.
ridiculous.
Wait, so Ash, you like reality television?
That I do somewhat. I don't watch Bravo shows, people, just so you know. So, and I told
Bravo.
Carl too. I said, Carl, never watched your show, and he thanked me and he said, oh.
Carl's another guy we
He
had
said,
on.
now
Nice
you know
guy.
the real me. He like hugged me and was like, thank you for not watching. I was like, okay, but
She draws the line at Bravo.
yeah,
No
no,
Bravo here.
no Bravo, no.
So who would be like like a dream guest of you guys to have on?
Oh,
And you've had some really cool
Oh,
guests. Like who would be like the golden goose?
well, for me,
Yeah, for each one of you.
I mean, you already had the Oven podcast on, so it's only downhill.
No, I was gonna say,
I was gonna say Hanson.
fucking handsome.
I want Hanson. I want Hanson.
That was
So gay.
Oh, that's Florida, and that's my boy too.
Oh, my
No,
yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's twice.
that's
That's
who
two
I
episodes in a row we've sang.
And let me
Great
tell
album.
you-
I love that's a great call by him.
Yeah, but it's so
Who do
hard
you
to
want?
find.
I want Kamala Harris.
Really?
Yeah.
Gosh.
'Cause
Wow.
on the eve of the election, I would love to have.
It's crazy. We're sitting here
Blah, blah,
today,
blah.
and we don't. This is dropped by next week.
know.
When this drops,
Maybe we'll know who the new president is.
maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, they'll still be counting ballots. Frankie will be out. He'll be burning ballots and stuff.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
we're supposed to get together with somebody tomorrow, and I started the group text with, "Listen, as soon as Franco's done burning ballots for Kamala, we can get together. We gotta do it."
Sensitive subject.
Yeah.
God.
So we're at Whale's Tail, obviously. Your podcast, Behind the Blowhole. Mm-hmm. What was the inspiration? What's your goal with the podcast moving forward?
You can go first, considering you started it first.
Yeah, well, there was a couple of reasons. And first, don't take this the wrong way, honey. I was fucking bored. I wanted to do something fun, right? And, well,
Instead of role play, you're like, let me start a podcast?
no. To be honest with you,
That's after.
in like in many businesses, ours specifically post-pandemic, our margins were down significantly. So we wanted to try and come up with an innovative way to supplement the lost margins. And we said, let's do a podcast because it's an opportunity to create a vehicle to park sponsorship dollars, right? So that was one of the things. And from a marketing perspective for the restaurant, it's fucking funny, man, to see like behind the scenes of what really happens. Because if so many people
Yeah.
work in restaurants when they're growing up, and we're fucked up people. It's fast money.
Thanks. Yeah.
No, you're like that.
No, I
And
I know.
and it's like, see what really goes on. Like the real, like, you know, like you're taking an order at a table. Oh, yeah, and then you turn around, you're like a fucking asshole, blah, blah, blah. And it's,
No, or you're working the host stand and a man comes out watching porn and says, "Let me suck on your toes for $40 and doesn't pay my friend."
Oh, she let him suck on the toes, and he
She,
just
she said, "I worked like all day, sir. Like I don't want to take my shoe off." And he's like, "I'll give you money." And then she's like, "Okay." And then you didn't even fucking pay her.
oh, Franco loves
That's what
the
goes on here, okay?
Franco loves the server bartender after a double the feet when they take the sneakers off. Franco loves it.
animals.
You're putting words right in my mouth.
I
don't even like-
ran out of his mouth.
No, but there's stories. And I feel like every sector, especially in customer service, like there's a lot to tell.
God.
Like should I send my plate back?
No, definitely not. Just fucking take the order and eat it. No.
Oh my
No,
God.
listen, we're very proud of the things that we do here. I mean, integrity is a huge part of our operation, but realistically, we wanted to. The product is not just the food and beverage. The product is the entertainment that comes along with this place. And I sit upstairs in the office every day for 15 years, like behind the scenes, and like the staff, they come in and you just hear the stories and you're like, these people are like fucking mentally ill. And I was like, this is the product. It's like exploit them. Because I remember for like years, it's like, put your cell phone away, blah, 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 pay attention to the guest.
my
You can't compete like in 2024, but you know, you tell somebody to put their cell phone away, they're going to like sue you probably. So I'm like, let's just take advantage of it. And it's fun. And the other thing, and why I asked Ashley to do it with me is because she's funny.
Thanks.
And so like my dream when I was younger, before I got into this miserable industry, was to write comedy for Saturday Night Live. That's like what I wanted to do. So it's a fun outlet. It's, you guys know, I mean, it's therapeutic kind of, right? You
No,
just
it definitely
bullshit and have fun.
Especially for him.
This is my weekly therapy session.
It is, man. It's
it
cool
really is,
because you don't give a shit what I don't care what anybody thinks. So you just say things, and so we have an opportunity to kind of write some stuff out and play with it. And you have hits and misses. I mean, sometimes we say things that aren't always good, but
up, yeah.
we have fun. That's what it's about. You're gonna be dead soon. You might as well enjoy yourself.
You could be wasting your time doing something else, but you're learning things. You're meeting new people. It's a good
Yes.
experience.
Exactly. It's really
Yeah.
fun, actually.
Yeah.
Meeting a lot of new people, man,
Yeah.
and that's pretty cool. So
How did you two meet?
I started here 10 years ago. So my family friend Linda got me the job here. I know
another Linda, yeah.
another Linda, but rest in peace, Linda. But she got me a job here, and I remember the first day I came in, they tried to scare me like, you come from a mom and pop establishment, and you think you're gonna handle this place. And I'm like, I don't know. I ran a place with 8 tables. I don't know. There was no beer, no liquor, whatever. So I was scared to death to come here. But then I got here and I was like, all right, this is easy for me. And then I stayed for like 10 years, evidently. So maybe -1, but then came back in August. So like maybe, I don't know. But yeah.
We have a similar sense of humor, I think. We're a little whacked out.
Yeah, I was born in April as well. So
Well,
Great dynamic.
Yeah.
we try.
Good. I love it. Honestly.
we had our other co-host who's kind of been banished off of the property.
Yeah, I was going to ask you
Steve.
what happened to your big Ed.
That was fantastic.
So he got kicked off the property from the landlord
Oh my
for
God.
being just a degenerate.
Fool.
And
Acting.
yeah, that's, so we can't have him on the property. And the problem is, I was telling Franco before, is it's like,
We kind of did.
I feed off of the people that I'm with, right? So he is so inappropriate that we just push back and forth. And the next thing you know, maybe we're being sued or something's happening. So it's like, it's better to just go and ask. It actually keeps me in check a little bit.
Me or my gay friend, but he's on here, Mish. You've never met him, though.
No, really.
He'd be great. But
It's a cast of characters, man.
no, it is.
So
Love it.
back to the restaurant for a second. Do you guys have any stories about a manager that you had, like a crazy story involving a manager at a restaurant?
We have many.
Oh, the craziest one you got.
I'm not gonna bring up anything to do.
Well, the current manager's a fucking shit show. Sorry, I love her to death. She's out of her mind.
Is that the bartender? Was she here at fight night?
Yes.
she here?
Yes, she was. Yeah, Yep.
She's nuts. They're nuts.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I didn't come back here for a year because of the goddamn managers here.
Oh my god.
And then when I did come back, one of them was still here and trying to kiss my ass, like, oh, you like this? You want to go to a concert? All this shit. And, like, I don't know. So
Do you want to go to a concert?
it was very weird. I don't know. These people were very bizarre. I don't even.
concert.
No, that's why I said no. Definitely not with you. No, but I'm just trying to think. I mean, some have been assholes. Some have been, I don't know. Poor one-eyed Tim is dead, but he used to come out with us and party and wear cat, t-shirts and get it
we
popping.
went through, I think we counted this year, it was like 20 managers in our
Wow.
history.
Wow.
And listen, it's
I would never.
15.
15.
I would
And
never be
I've had people that have freaked out because it's such high volume, punch a hole in the wall, break their hand, and walk off the property. I've had retired cops that have
Oh, he was.
harassed the employees
Oh, yeah.
by hitting on them.
I want to see you in a short dress.
Yeah, I mean,
The girl who got her feet sucked, nonetheless, too. The same.
She seems like an easy target. I don't want to call her out. I don't want to call the victim out, but she seems like an easy
Gotta
target.
kick her off.
Yeah.
I can't.
know.
She seems like the catalyst in all this.
Funny.
She's edging it on.
Yeah, she might be.
So
She
funny.
might. Is she a little flirtatious? What's going on there? Why do they feel so welcome?
Oh my god, she hasn't been here in years.
Sosh was like, I don't know. That's a good point.
I can't speak.
People,
People, I got one for you. If you could have a celebrity chef come in to the Whale's Tail and do a pop-up cooking surprise, who would it be?
Oh, my father, Chef Phil, no
Chef-
doubt. So my father was before celebrity chefs. He was like a celebrity chef back in the 80s. He was #1 seafood chef in New York, third in the country. And he had the #1 seafood restaurant in New York. It was in Port Washington. And like all of like the celebs would go in there, like, like a lot of the comedians, Darryl Strawberry, things like that. People from like the show laughing, and they would go in there and they'd be like, Phil, I left you a little something in the bathroom. Like, this was 85, so you can imagine what it was, right? And,
Wow.
and then he got, it was cover of Cosmopolitan. It says, can you judge a man's profession or judge his sexuality by his profession? And then they opened it up and made up this like big story about him, like how he had time to have sex with like his waitresses on the way to the airport in the limo. It was totally like fabricated shit, but
bizarre.
he is so before they did like the celebrity chefs, he was a celebrity chef, and then he was the Zone Diet chef, so he cooked for all the celebrities, and he's fucked up out of his mind.
Really?
Yeah,
I do want to taste.
it runs in the family, but he's
Yeah.
entertaining, and oh yeah.
And his band will be here Saturday.
Oh, Saturday.
Corn Cob Mojo.
Yeah.
Corn Cob Mojo.
That's his father's band. Yes.
Wow.
He plays harmonica.
No way.
It's really
very
good.
good.
Very good. He's
Do you think
really
he would
good.
take the time to teach Franco? Franco's dying to learn the harmonica.
Honestly,
He would.
it's so ridiculous. So me and my work partner have been like driving upstate all the time. So we put on videos every once in a while.
work partner.
And it's
yeah?
no, like, yeah, well, it gets even worse. We're like, look at, so the video comes on and this gentleman is like, I'm going to teach you, the basics. And he's like, suck, pull, suck, no, it's suck, blow, suck, blow. I'm like, what the fuck
Is
are we
going-
watching?
what are we watching?
And so it's literally like you're sucking and you're blowing out. So I didn't realize you have to like suck in and blow out
I didn't
at the
know
same
that
time.
at
I
all.
was like, dude,
I
the
could be
harmonica's
doing
not for me.
No,
I feel like I'd get a headache.
I'd be confused with the blowing.
Yeah, and it's the way he was saying it. I'm telling you, we just looked at each other like,
I was never
Weird.
musically
It's a weird
inclined or
instrument.
anything like that.
it's a great instrument.
Nor sports.
Before we move too far ahead, because I have a really good story that I want to share about the managers.
I think unfortunately in like jobs, I'm not talking careers, right? So when you're young and you're working in a job and you have a manager who's a manager in a job, they kind of comes with an ego. And, you know, we're not doctors and lawyers and shit like that. We're like restaurant managers. They're a little rough around the edges. They're whacked out of their head.
Right.
They're no doubt. I mean, some of the shit that they're doing, I'm not saying all of them, but drinking, blown out of their head. I mean, I used to have managers that would sneak into the walk-in box and just like pound friggin' liquor, and then they come out boxed out of their tree and just blown it, coked out of their skull. I mean, it never ends.
Never ends here.
Yeah.
Say inappropriate things to people. I mean,
Yeah. No, I can imagine. I mean, I worked in healthcare, and it was behind the scenes. It's just as bad.
everybody's mentally ill.
Like there was one day we on a non-patient day we had to paint the office, and like the manager asked me if I could like take my shirt off when I paint. I swear to God.
Oh my
Was it a guy?
It was a girl. It was a girl, and then that's not even the worst part. So she went to a baseball game with her husband, and she's swiping. This is like 14 years ago now. She's swiping through the pictures of her and her husband at the baseball game, and then she swiped too far, and it was her playing with herself.
Stop.
She did that purposely.
Ew.
That's what everyone was telling me.
She like wanted to see that. My bad.
I'm talking like full on
didn't give a
DJ. She was
fuck.
playing DJ on
She
herself.
didn't give a fuck.
With the husband there.
No, it was just her in there. It was like she was like down
No,
from
but he was
below.
there when
No. She that was at work. She showed me the picture.
She wanted you to see that.
Yeah, that was
yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
I
What
told-
did you say? Was she hot at least?
She wasn't bad looking, but I wasn't. I wouldn't have pursued it. She had a husband.
Wasn't trying to grip.
Yeah.
People are fucked up.
I thought you guys had something like maybe like crazy like that to tell me.
No, I'm sure
I'm
they have.
so
They probably have like
fucking
crazier
brain
stories
dead
with like.
from the heat here.
Yeah, what is this? What's
Fucking
going on with this heat
disgust-
blowing on me?
I
right
mean,
here?
it's like 80 degrees blowing on me.
I'm in the heat vortex right here. I'm
I
sweating.
know. I'm like,
I'm comfortable. Rob's in the cold vortex. I'm
It
comfortable.
is an outdoor restaurant. There's like glass. It's it's getting a little cold. That's why we're closed out. Listen, there were so many fucked up stories. There's like not like one that comes to mind. I'm just telling you that behind the blowhole is because the shit that happened. Like I hot mic'd up the office this year because
Oh yeah, you were telling us
When
when
they
you had that
just-
idea.
when like I mean, what was the one when Andrew and Anne Marie
he
like
wanted to drive, and she said no. And
he was
then
he was drunk and then she's
screaming.
yelling at him. I'm like, it's just it's
I mean,
Wow.
it's real shit.
Well,
you
good
know?
for Anne Marie.
So, yeah, she got his keys, but he's a little,
they hate each other now, so we're trying to get them to come on the podcast and fight it out.
no, it's not going to happen, but I kind of wish it would because I think it'd be so funny to see these two screaming at each other. And I'm just going to sit back, my arms crossed. I got nothing to do with this. Finally.
She won't let
Finally, I
him
don't.
come back to the restaurant to drink because he said something to a customer about her personally, and so she's like, he's not allowed. I'm like, first off, if you're telling me he can't come back here because you're afraid that he's gonna be shit-faced and kill somebody, I get that.
That's one thing.
But you're telling me you don't want him back here because he insulted you to a customer. It's like, come on,
Yeah.
I
the world.
insult people every day. Damn.
What's like your biggest red flag when it comes to like a coworker or an employee?
If a person has a cat collar around their neck and they're coming here to work, that's a fucking red flag.
Like a choker?
Yeah, this girl had like a cat collar on her. Yeah. I mean, the freaks
Damn.
that have come in and out of here, unbelievable.
What do they
It
call
was
her?
like
Was she
a
a furry?
fucking circus here.
Was she a furry?
I don't know what the fuck you know what she probably was, but no, she wore.
It was it was like a black choker.
There was another chick that came here that wanted her pay in advance and didn't even work the shift yet. So how would you even know how much you made?
Wow,
It's like just fucking bizarre.
that's crazy. So literally none of Franco's ex-girlfriends can work here.
I don't think so.
I would interview managers that were like waiting for me and having like cocktails downstairs while they were waiting for me. Yeah, like happens all the time.
That's a bad sign.
And you're like-
is that all? Is that an automatic? You will not be hired.
Of course not. But it's like, what the fuck is the matter with you people?
Yeah, you're here for an interview and you're like,
You know,
Yeah.
and that's
Because there are a lot of managers in the industry who will not touch a lick of alcohol while they're working, while they're on the
oh
clock.
yeah.
Do you guys do you
well,
drink?
you're supposed to not. I mean, you're working.
You're working. Do you guys drink?
I stopped drinking years ago, but listen, this
I
industry,
barely drink, but
is kind of like It's like a rock star type of lifestyle. When I started years ago, when I was younger, you know, you're bartending, you're 18, 19 years old. You're out, you're making $500, $600, $700 a night, and then you would go out to the bar and blow half of it.
Right.
And you feel great, so you're buying everybody drinks. You get home at 4 o'clock in the morning, maybe you're going home with somebody, having a good, and then you get up and you do it all over again. And eventually, if you stay in this industry, just like a rock star would, I'm not saying we're fucking rock stars, but it's going to catch up to you. And if you want to turn it from a job into a career, you're not going to be sustainable. So I made a conscious decision a number of years ago to stop drinking because I'm like, you know, just you get to a point like, what good comes out of it? Really?
Yeah.
What's the point?
I'm slowly getting there. I'm slowly
Well, that's
getting
what
there.
happens when you get older. It's like it's just not that important to you. But when you grow up and like all you know in this business is like partying and like you think it's normal, but it's actually not really normal to get to a point that you need to drink on Monday afternoon while you're working.
Right.
But you see that shit all the time here.
Yeah.
The drugs, the part. I mean, it's crazy.
Beer, wine, or liquor? If you were to drink.
I was always a beer guy.
Beer guy?
I like liquor, Captain Morgan.
Captain Morgan?
Little Jack Daniels.
You would be a liquor guy, right?
No, if I can only drink one thing for the rest of my life, and I would have to choose one drink, it would be red wine. Because to me, like when it comes to, I personally,
Really?
I would take dinner with friends.
You for a red wine guy?
Yeah, no, like
Wow.
I would take dinner with friends or family and like an early night home than like any other setting. And I feel like wine pairs with a lot of things nicely, and it's I could sit there and enjoy it and have a couple laughs. You know,
I've never heard of anybody like the people in our industry. It's like shut the door and like chug a bottle of Jack Daniels just so I can get fucked up.
I love whiskey.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're asking me which one, but just to piggyback off of Franco's red flag question, from a partner, if you're looking for a girlfriend or boyfriend, who do you think carries more red flags? The bartenders, the servers, or the cooks?
Bartenders.
Bartenders, huh?
She's honest.
Right away.
That's a very good question.
I know me and Franco's answer.
It's my number one red flag.
I'm going to tell you, I think the servers,
Really?
personally, I think most of the bartenders, you find, because bartenders usually doing like one night a week, 2 night, you know, like servers, some of them could be like 30, 40 hour a week servers. And I hate to say I'm not knocking fucking servers. I'm just saying, in the food and beverage industry, you get a couple of different kinds of people. You get the college kids that are here for a little bit. They're here to make money, rape and pillage, and then go. They're a nice shot of adrenaline, but they're off to focus on their careers. You get retirees. You get kids on their first time jobs. And then you kind of get the
Me.
people
I don't fall into any
that
of
are
those categories. So
floundering a
you're,
little. No, but you have another job. You may get the people like looking for secondary income,
Okay.
and then you get, I hate to say it, the people that just haven't figured it out yet. Trying to like, where do I belong? And they're a little lost. And that's fine. I was one of them. I'm not knocking it. But we're seasonal. So it's like you're now taking the fuck ups and you're giving us like the fuck ups of the fuck ups. Sorry, and I'm just saying.
people don't stay.
Wellsdale's like last chance you. This
Like,
So the bartenders I usually find, because bartenders are more like
they're flirty though.
they're like
Not with
actors
each
and
other,
things like
but-
that. Like if you see the same bartender every day, you're kind of good on it. So you're supposed to kind of like rotate behind the bar. So they're a little bit more, I want to say, more of a prestigious position where there's more money coming in and they like hop around. The servers are just, I don't know. So me personally, I would rather date a bartender than a server.
Okay.
Although my waitress was, my wife was a waitress in my first restaurant. Yes, believe it or not.
full circle.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he had to fire her to date her.
Yes, she wouldn't go out because you're my boss, so I fired her and married her.
That's like a movie scene.
No, it is.
No, like you fired this woman so you could marry her, so just so you could date her.
Well, I didn't plan on fucking marrying her. I just wanted to bang her, to be honest with you. But she,
Right.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean,
Well, yeah, and now you're in trouble. So so now I feel like we
No
can
more
just
podcasts. Thank you.
I was working. It was my first restaurant. It was seasonal, and So during the winter, I took a job working at a ski resort for Club Med. And I came back, and it was my father and I was our restaurant, and she was working there. This was back in like 2002, 2003. And I see her there. I'm like, shit. I'm like, is that for me, Dad? He goes, no, son, that's for me.
Yeah. Oh my god. Man, you guys have been here for a while, man.
Oh
I mean,
my
where's South Shore, guys? I want to know, and there's always that back and forth of like which shore is better, the South Shore or the North Shore. What's the best part about living on the North Shore of Long Island?
Well, I had a couple restaurants in Massapequa Park, so
Okay.
I love the South Shore. It's just very different. I think what's cool about the Whale's Tail is the Whale's Tail is a South Shore style restaurant. And when we opened up 15 years ago, why I think it was so successful is because the North Shore is used to more of these like prime,
Yep.
I'm going to a little bit more high-end, bureaucratic neighborhood type of mentality. And we were just here to fling tacos and have a good time, which you can see, is a dime a dozen on the South Shore.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm partial to all of it, man. I mean, I love Long Island. It's cool,
Yeah, I always talk about with Long Island, like you can drive an hour and a half out east and you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere. You're in farm country. You can drive an hour and a half and be upstate in the woods.
Get
I
everything.
drive
Yep, yep.
15 minutes, I'm at the beach. A 50-minute train ride to the city.
Mario can drive 3 hours upstate to Mrs. Deer yesterday and not get any venison to bring us over here. So yeah, what a waste of fucking time, huh? Going hunting.
Come on.
I almost got mauled by a bear yesterday. Okay?
The kid's got no shot. He sits here and he's going bow and arrow, right? That's what's called bow and arrow.
I was with the crossbow.
The crossbow. And he's texting me. He's like, I'm trying to find this deer. Like, we're supposed to have a meeting last night.
And he's not paying attention.
No, he's shot already. And then he's like, I got to find this doe. I got to find this. I'm like, okay, we have this meeting or not? And literally 2 hours goes by and he's like, I still can't find this thing. I'm like, bro, it's probably time to give up, right? Like, I'm like, did you find the arrow?
What are you doing? Like hiding in a bush trying to kill fucking Bambi or
I
something?
was in a tree stand.
It's terrible.
I was in a tree stand.
That's fun.
15 yards from a
I
bear.
never did that. I never went hunting.
No, I was on the ground when I saw the bear.
Oh,
He had to
what
be
kind
at
of
least 400 pounds. Black bear.
black bear. Oh, that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if there's one bear you want to fight, it's the black bear, right? It's the smallest of the
I don't
bears.
want to fight any bear.
No. Wow. No.
Sounds fun.
Hell no. My mom lives upstate. I don't play around like that. There's coyotes and shit. I'm good.
I want a new
At night,
hobby,
I
man.
hear the
That sounds
coyotes.
cool.
I'm like,
Start going hunting.
I like that.
Get your hunting license.
I just
I don't want to.
want to get the fuck away from my family, to be honest.
I get it.
Sorry. Just want, I need something that I can do without them.
You think your wife's going to let you take on another hobby when you have the podcast?
I got to do something, man. And as you get older, you like to try new things and just have fun doing things, right? I took up guitar again after 3 years and started again.
We heard all about your trying new things earlier. Don't worry about it. Again, can't talk about it.
Motherfucker.
But
I can't.
before Franco finishes up, let everyone know where they can find you guys.
All right. On Instagram at Behind the Blowhole, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. What is it? Buzzsprout? Is that like a place I can?
No, wait. So, well,
Buzzsprout
like
disperses
all
in
of
a
the
different
major
platform.
platforms. Yes.
All right.
It's fun. We are mentally ill, rough around the edges. We're going to tell you how it is, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
It's fun.
There's going to be some laughs, cries, fighting, cocaine, drinking, all kinds of fucked up shit.
Everything.
Shocking people's nuts with electric dog collar shockers. We got you.
Oh, yeah,
that
earlier
time,
this
yeah.
year, I had the electric, the shock collar.
That
Yeah.
killed me. I was so happy that I had
Yeah.
you guys gave me the remote for that.
That was great.
I could have heard. I could have
still-
buried you, man. I was good. I was nice.
And that was only a 3.
That was so fun. Oh my God.
We got Steve all stoned on the cookies.
Oh, yeah,
And we made him
right.
do the
That was
Pledge of
so
Allegiance, and
great.
he couldn't do it. That was great.
I was so stoned. I slept for 3 days. I swear to God, I woke up. I was like, "Oh, it's Tuesday already!" Like
You
the
smoke,
fuck?
and you smoke.
Yeah, but-
Steve went on a trip in that room.
No, he did. I know because he doesn't smoke. But I was like, "Oh, what is this? How much is this?" And I'm fucking boom, 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 and I was gone. I was done. It was great. I had a great time.
love it.
And now I want more.
Well, the first time I ever met you was at Token Choke. You were high as can be.
I was. I
Yeah.
was. I didn't know if I was working or not.
Yeah.
They told me like, "Oh, work the beverages." I'm like, "It's fruit punch. No one's gonna fucking tip me." So I'm like walking in and out, meeting you guys. I was like, whatever the fuck, getting free weed and shit. It was great.
Yeah, that's
It was a good
how it
time.
works. That's how it goes.
It was a good time.
Normally sit so close to each other when you do this.
No,
It gets a little tight. It gets a little
Oh,
tight.
you're asking me if we sit.
No, I
I
know.
would say no.
He's the one that sprawled out with his legs wide open. He's like, do you guys sit so close? Poor Ashley over here
Yeah, I don't know.
Come on.
with her
man.
Britney Spears pants on.
Listen, I won a costume contest. I was Towley this weekend from South Park, and I won the damn contest.
Why get
Yes,
it?
I did.
Where was the costume contest?
I was at the beach pub in Centerport, but whatever. I still fucking won it, so
That's awesome.
it is what it is. You're fucking whatever. It was great. Everyone loved it, and then I spoke like him and everything else.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, do it. Come on.
Won't you take me down to Funky Town? no, but I was doing it. That's, yeah, definitely smoking, and then
What's the Mr. the Pooh one?
oh no, Mr. Hanky, howdy ho, Kyle.
That's great. I actually watched
great.
South Park last night when the Japanese were killing the dolphins and the whales. Did you ever see that one?
They're
I don't know.
You ever see it?
yeah, I've seen it.
I haven't seen many episodes, but of the few that I've
They're
seen,
brilliant.
Oh my god.
they're unbelievable.
it's
You're
yeah.
allowed to watch it like when it first came out. I'm probably not, that's why I'm not here, but it's okay.
When they say that gluten makes your dick fly off, that episode fucking kills me. When their dicks just start flying off when they eat gluten.
Yeah.
Oh my! Because I went through a gluten-free phase, so like it made it extra funny for me. You know?
Oh
So-
my god.
That's my new dream job is to work with those guys. Those guys are fun.
Oh, those- I mean, the
They
best.
just say whatever they want.
They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And that's what we do behind the ball. We will just say whatever we want, and we don't care about the ramifications or collateral
Yeah,
damage.
you do. You're scared of your wife.
I'm scared of my wife, but not anybody else.
Yeah, the guests aren't allowed to sleep at his house anymore.
No guest sleeping at your house anymore. So
They get ruined there.
We're going to chalet motoring.
I'm not dropping them. I'll tell you that.
All right, I want to know, how many French fries is it okay for your friend to take before you tell them to get their own?
Oh. Don't be taking any of my fries if it's McDonald's. I'll tell you that. But if it's Burger King, you can take like majority of that shit. But McDonald's, don't be touching my shit.
Wow, okay.
But what I do is I go in the bag, don't eat their fries. Like I'm like, oh, I'm hungry beforehand, so I start eating their fries, and then I take my fries. I make like full and shit. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
Like they'll never know.
fall into the bag or something. Like my bad. Like no, I eat. If anything, like no, yeah, I'm the one stealing their shit. So
Sosh?
Oh, I'm married with kids, so nothing is mine. I
nothing is mine.
I fucking gave up a long time.
God,
Franco knows for me,
done.
if I'm hungry, no one's allowed to touch my food. No. Any of my fries.
I don't like to.
The only time I offer food is when I'm done. I'm
too.
full.
I literally have, before the food comes out, I look at him like, I'm getting the last bite, right? And
I get so pissed at people when they do that. When they're like, "Oh, I'm definitely taking a bite of that." I'm like, "No, you're fucking not."
Yeah, you do that all the time. I fucking hate that.
but I haven't tried it yet. So give me, like, I would
last
give,
bite.
I would
You
give
should
you
have
last
ordered
bite.
it. Then you should have ordered it if
I'm
you were
not-
interested in it.
Listen, I'm not hungry enough to eat 2 meals. I just want a bite of yours. I'll give you a bite of mine, eye for an eye. But Mario's the type of friend that when you tell him that, you have to make sure that he's gonna save the last bite. So when he's like getting close, you're looking like you're at his plate because if you're not watching him, he's just gonna eat it and be like, oh bro,
Oh my bad, my bad.
Because I eat so fast, I don't even think about it. I just throw it back.
Me too. So bad. Oh my god, me too. I know. No,
That's a good thing
no
about
one's
chicks
touching
is
my
I always
shit.
get the leftover shit.
Yeah, that's what he eats, the scraps.
Just,
So he gets the scraps.
just,
I got one more before the usual. Do you pull or bite your string cheese?
I pull my string cheese. It tastes differently pulled than bitten.
I agree with that.
Yep. Oh, this one doesn't.
I don't play with my
Come on. You don't pull your cheese?
yeah,
He don't even know what that is.
No,
He's not
I'm-
from our generation.
I'm an
He's
addict
not
by
sure.
nature. I don't like I'm the kind of person who when I grill a fucking steak, like I just can't wait. So I'll just gnaw on the thing raw. So like I just
sorry.
like the cheese. I don't like waiting for fucking things.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking get in there, get it done.
So you
Enjoy.
you take the steak off the grill, you bite it, you put it back down on the.
No, I can't wait. Like if I want to cook a perfect like medium rare steak, I can
Yeah.
never wait. I take the thing off bloody just because
Well, you're supposed to let the steak sit, right?
I'm impulsive. I don't like waiting for shit.
All right.
Do you not let the steak sit like Franco said when you take it off the grill?
Sometimes if I'm really trying to like make a good steak, but like I said, I'm like I'm
He's
like
like,
I'm a fucking crackhead. I
He's a
can't
crackhead.
wait for things. It's very hard for me to wait for things.
He's like, I gotta eat this before the kids.
Yeah.
So
Oh my God.
I'll tell you when
meal of the month. Jesus.
I drink my coffee black from Starbucks, I always get 2 cups
Yeah. Why?
because I don't want to wait for the fucking thing to cool down. So I pour a little bit at a time in there so it
Shut
cools
the
down
fuck
fast.
up.
Because yes.
I'm thinking you split the coffee in half and you have like
No,
another half
because
for
if
3
you
hours.
take the coffee
You're
and
literally
you pour it
dripping
like that,
into another cup.
you're gonna cool that shit down fast, as opposed to you wait goddamn 20 minutes before you can drink your coffee.
Starbucks coffee does. Starbucks
Fucking
coffee is
pisses
hot.
me off.
Starbucks has hot coffee.
That's some tendency. I like it. It's almost like
That's
like
OCD.
I'm sitting here thinking like that's your serial killer like trait, but like it's not that deep.
No, that was wow.
Now I know what your wife worries about
Did
you.
not think that.
It's a lot.
All right.
Think about how many
OCD.
trees. Think about how many trees you killed for that second cup. Franco's
Think about how
punching
many
the air over there.
Kamala Harris will fix that one.
Let me tell you, miss me with the fucking paper straws. Okay.
No, paper straws are terrible.
No, like
Fuck 'em.
if you give me a paper straw, like I want to return everything I just bought from your place.
Exactly. I'm
Like,
getting
I'm
a
not-
plastic cup and a paper straw.
you kidding me?
Jesus.
Wait, Sosh, don't you use paper straws here?
No, fuck to
I don't even know what we use anymore.
No.
I'm not gonna lie.
He don't come down here. It's plastic here. He don't come down
But
here.
I think they stopped the straws wrapped up, right? No, they have to be wrapped
Have to be
individually
wrapped
now.
individually.
You used to be able to buy a box of straws and open it up, and you can't do that. So now each individual straw is wrapped up, which is a pain in the ass.
Those are not individual. Tub over there.
Well,
the old box.
those
Those
probably
are-
still
No.
in the warehouse from 10 years ago.
Those are the good straws.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Because how annoying is it to, like, you're at the bar and you
I don't
gotta,
like
like,
when you have to like.
open up each individual straw?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
No.
so used to that by now. I don't know. I'm like, shit, I just did.
Oh,
That.
No, those
Thanks,
are
Rob.
wrapped. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Those
Yeah,
are
we got it.
wrapped, okay.
Yeah, she's talking about the one with the black next to it. Yeah, those are the good straws.
Those are the good straws.
Wrapped.
Yeah.
I think the staff uses that to do a line real quick, probably.
These fucking people.
All right, my last one for you. I want to know one person, dead or alive, that you could sit down to dinner with and ask any questions to. Who would it be?
Oh, that's a good question. You go first. I need to marinate.
Not you can't say Hanson. I mean, yeah, you could say Hanson, but
No, I've met them. Maybe Britney Spears. I'd have to bring Casey with me, but I would say Britney Spears. I want to know where her mind is at, where her mentality is. Are you the one posting all this fucking crazy shit? Like, I would say Britney Spears.
I like
Just because I want to know her mental, like,
she's like
status.
TMCTE. Like
Yeah,
she's
she's
bad.
everything. She's bad.
It's dude, like,
TMZ TV.
yeah, TMZ.
Oh, you said TMZ TV?
no TMCTE.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
CTE.
Oh, she's messed up in the head.
Yeah, it's like CTESPN with Antonio.
You're talking way too fast. I don't know what the fuck you're saying. ESPN. I don't know what you just said.
CTESPN. Antonio
I
Brown.
mean,
AB.
wow. Yes, yes. He did
It's a
say.
fucking good question, right? I want to say something really inappropriate, but I don't think I can.
You
So-
can say whatever the fuck you want. Say it.
No, I mean,
Joplin.
no. Janice Joplin, I'd sit down with Janice Joplin to hit her in the fucking head. I actually
Right.
tried to introduce her to my daughter the other day, and she's like, "This is like the worst shit ever." I'm gonna be honest with you, in honor of election night, and I mean this now because as a business person, I grew up reading Donald Trump books, The Art of the Deal, like or hate the guy. I'm not even gonna tell you what my position is. I'm sure you'll figure it out. I would love to sit down and talk with the guy. From a business perspective, one of the things he would always say, and I actually don't agree with it, but he's like, if somebody wrongs you, you get even with them and you wrong them back even like harder, right? That's like his thing. I'm like, I don't really necessarily agree with that, but the guy fucking made it to the highest office in the land. So who am I to go ahead and disagree with his antics? So I would love to sit down with Donald Trump. I'm curious what makes that guy fucking tick.
Absolutely crazy. Elections tomorrow. When this comes out, we got no clue what's going to happen
Why
by the
the
time this drops.
Why the fuck would you even want to be the president of the United States?
At this point, I think that's the same thing to myself.
I would know. I would know.
I would have
Not
no
smart
interest.
enough anyway.
I would have to like run for like public chair just like to see if I would win, but like I would never go the president. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
near.
Too much responsibility.
You gotta have some
the
fucking
stress.
ego
Oh my.
for that.
Some ego, some fucking like who like you're gonna run a country?
Yeah. What?
One guy?
Yeah.
Fucking kidding me?
Fucking kidding me is right.
A hard enough time running a taco stand.
Oh my god.
Guys,
That's for sure.
thank you for coming. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, seriously.
We came to you guys. Thank you for hosting. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming
Thanks for
on.
keeping me up.
No problem. Anytime.
We're so thankful.
Guys,
Best.
we're the Oven Podcast. Don't forget, share the show, spank that subscribe button, and there's always an open seat for you on the Oven.
Yes, sir. Ciao. For Sosh.
Love it.
Keep it cooking in the oven.